back again at the vendor booth. I am here with someone I've really been excited to meet because I've never got to actually like meet them in person. I've always just known the face, but not actually got to talk to the actual people behind the brand. It is Crime Scene Geeks. If you don't know them on Instagram, you gotta go follow them. They have so much cool stuff, cool merch. I'm really excited actually to showcase some of the stuff that they have. Some of it's not even available yet, but it's getting dropped now. So without further ado, I want to introduce Eddie and Clarissa, who are the faces behind the brand of Crime Scene Geeks. So I'll let you take it away and do your introductions.
Sure, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Right now, Crime Scene Geeks all started with a notebook. So I don't know if you want me to go ahead with the product real quick. Not in depth, but
yeah, let's talk about
sure.
just a little bit about your background and
sure.
How like what your background is and like how you got into crime scenes and
yes.
kind of what do you do on the day-to-day as your like day job.
Yeah, so no, I am a crime scene investigator. I've been a crime scene investigator for 5 years. I'm originally from Puerto Rico, but now I'm in Florida. I've grown up in Florida. Everything that I know is here in Florida. And then I was in the Army for 5 years right after high school, and then right after the Army, I didn't know what to do with my life, and then this is where I found forensics. And after I found forensics, that I saw the school list, I was like, you know what, crime scene, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So I went into the course. I got a job here in Central Florida as a crime scene investigator. I've been in for 5 years, and this is where I found that there's certain things that we were missing, and I was like, you know what, if I cannot find it out there, I'm gonna create it.
Yeah.
And that's what I did with my brand.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's super awesome. And then Clarissa, how do you,
yes.
You are also an active CSI, yes?
Correct.
Okay.
I am a crime scene investigator just now in this year, but I was in law enforcement for about 5 years. I did records, and I was also an evidence technician.
Wow.
So I do know a lot about law enforcement, and I'm grateful to actually be out in the field and help with Crime Scene Geeks. But I'm the designer, so I love to draw. I love anything that has to do with being creative and crafty.
Yeah.
And I get to share that side of me.
That's amazing. That's really awesome. And so you said you mentioned that you started Crime Scene Geeks kind of because you saw some things that were lacking.
Yes.
Is there other motivations behind how you kind of like launched your ideas and how you kind of like launched your business?
Yeah, definitely. So I remember one time I had an embarrassing experience where I was in a crime scene, I was in a shooting, and I was there for about 16 hours. And I remember one of the times, like maybe 3 p.m., it was windy, and all the papers that it was like a template that we were going through, they all flew out of my hands, and the witnesses and everybody were around. They were like stomping on them to get them to, fly, to stop them from flying away. And I collected all my pieces of evidence. I was like, I need a break. So I went back to the van. I sat down, put my head down. I was like, ugh. And then I saw my notebook, and I noticed that my notebook had everything specific way, and I laid it out. I didn't know if anybody else had it that way, but I was like, you know what? We need the notebook and these templates to kind of collide there. And that's how the idea for Crime Scene Pocket Guide was invented. If it wasn't for that guide, I would not be here right now.
That's awesome.
There's also other personal motivators besides that got me into my career, but I can get to that later.
Yeah, actually, would you mind sharing like what some of your personal motivations were to get started?
I did have a lot of financial struggles, even though it is a cool job. There's certain areas that it's not paid well enough, and I do believe that we are underfunded. And so what happens is that one time I was driving a little Nissan Versa with a broken AC, and I remember it was raining and it fogged up the glass. I saw a little rehab center right there, and I took a left turn because I couldn't see out anymore. And once I got to the parking lot, I look at the rear view mirror, I look at my daughter. My daughter's in the back side and she's sweating. And I
Wow.
said, I cannot live like this anymore.
Yeah.
So what happens is that a couple weeks later, that's when that whole the whole notebook and
Notebook, yeah.
everything,
The
that
papers.
all of that.
Yeah.
I got a full flashback, and I said,
no.
you know what, this is it.
Yeah.
And so I started with the pocket guide.
Nice.
So,
So,
yeah.
would you mind showing what the pocket
Sure.
guide is?
Sure. So we started with this pocket guide right here, and what it is a notebook that has templates for whenever you go out to a crime scene, you don't miss a step. So it starts right here on this page right here, and it's like the date, the case number, the offense, the victim, suspects, all the basic information that you would need when you're out at the crime scene and you wouldn't forget. Then you have the story, which is just a blank space for whenever the detective or an officer tells you what you need at the crime scene. And then when you go to the next page there,
Yeah.
you're gonna have like all your measurements. So you have
Oh,
the
wow.
body measurements.
Yeah. So, look at that, you
Then
guys.
you have your scene measurements in the other side when you flip it. And then the next page, you have baseline
Oh,
measurements.
wow, look at this. Look at this, guys. It's like laid out so well. Everything's color coded too.
And then weapons measurement in the other side.
That's amazing.
And then the other, it's you
Evidence
have the
list.
evidence list.
Yeah.
And then the back you have
Wow,
bullet
look at
holes.
Look at this. Look at this, guys. It's like takes a lot of the thinking away from, when you're in the middle of a scene of like what to remember, height from the ground, entry, exit, if you can determine that. Angles, so important. That's amazing.
And then right there there's a scene sketch. So whenever you need a sketch real quick, the
Yeah,
scene,
yeah.
and then it starts over, and then it has 10 different sets
Oh,
per
wow.
notebook.
That's amazing. Look
That's-
at this. Look at how detailed this is. It's, if you can see that, there's even like little dotted lines, kind of like a dot notebook, so you can, make your lines straight. That's amazing. This is awesome.
Then right here we have another notebook for people who don't like so much clutter or something on their notebook, and it's called "So What's the Case Number?" because it's usually what we ask once we
Right.
get to the crime scene.
Yeah.
So we have "What's the case number?" and the first one is just tips.
Oh, wow. Tips from friends. Yeah.
From different crime scene investigators
Yeah.
around. And then it's just a blank notebook, and then at the very end you have more tips.
Oh, wow. Take a look at this, guys. So most of this is blank pages. So if you're one of those people, you like to write your narrative without having any prompts or whatever, this is great. It's pretty small. It's literally a pocket guide, pocket size, and tips on the inside. Tips on the back. So some basic latent processing tips, camera tips, ISO tips, f-stop. There's a lot of some photography stuff down here, which is really, really helpful. And look at, there's a ruler. Look at this. There's a ruler. You can use this, and it's to scale.
Yes,
yeah,
it's to scale.
that's awesome. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
Wow. And so these are available right now on the website to purchase?
Yes, they are available on website right now.
That is amazing. So there's a couple of things that I want to kind of share, and they're not yet available. They're exclusive, but they will be soon, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So I want to show this guy because this is awesome. Take a look at this. It's fully laminated. It's got so much stuff on here. It's like those, those like things, those cheat sheets, right?
Yes.
That you get at like Staples
Study
or
guides. Yeah.
study guides. But this is literally a cheat sheet for crime scenes. So you have the basics. You have terminology down here. And there's
Processing tips right there in
take
the
a look
back.
at that. Processing tips,
Different ways to search a crime scene,
Yep.
like methods.
crime scene search method. Look at this, look at this, look at how detailed that is. And on the back, how to measure, how to sketch, and also This font, that's Clarissa's handwriting. She did all of this. She drew all of these things, all of these little drawings. She is, you know, she says she's an artist. Like, this is all her, all her. Not AI, guys. This is like legit.
No, not
Yeah.
downloaded. Yes.
So this is incredible, and this is perfect for being able to put in, you know, your war bag or your gear bag, and just to pull it out. Like, oh, okay, this is how to do this. This is amazing. So this will be available soon.
It will be available soon online.
That's awesome. So I want to put this back. And then one more thing I want to showcase, again, her artistry and her skills. Look how cute this is. It's not the chicken or the egg, right? It's what came first, the maggot or the fly. And ninhydrin, for all you chemical processing latent print folks. These are not yet available.
Not yet,
okay.
Will be soon.
Will be soon. So right now these are a conference exclusive. I was lucky enough to get a couple of these. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And they will hopefully be soon, because these are beautiful. Your artwork is beautiful.
Thank you.
So we kind of like to do this thing where you know, want to get to know a little bit more about you and have some insight. And so you guys drew 2 of those conversation cards. Yeah, sure. So I'm going to let you guys read your question and answer the question.
Awesome. So the card that I got was, my favorite part of every day is, this is going to sound lame, but I think it's just waking up. A lot of people wake up and they're kind of like, oh, I have to wake up. They drag themselves. Don't get me wrong. I also drag myself out of bed.
Yeah.
I press the snooze button like 10 times.
Yeah.
Everybody in my house gets so mad at me. But I think it's my favorite part of the day, because it's basically an opportunity.
Right.
An opportunity to see what can you improve on from the day before.
That's
because
amazing.
We make mistakes every day, and you can't undo that. And
Yeah.
I feel like making mistakes is a learning opportunity as
Yeah,
well.
definitely.
Okay, I won't do that again.
Right,
you know?
right.
So it just gives me another opportunity to become better and to spend time with people that I love, whether it's my friends, my family, my coworkers, etc. But
Yeah.
that's my favorite part of the day.
That's
besides
awesome.
eating.
Yes. Oh my gosh, who doesn't love eating, right? But that's awesome, because you know, I think sometimes we take for granted that
Absolutely.
you wake up every day, and maybe in this line of work we see it, and it's a little bit more in our face all the time, that you never know when today could be your last day. In
Exactly.
like a split second,
Yeah.
something can happen.
And we're in a field where we see people's lives taken
Yeah.
every single day,
Yep.
and it's just another reminder that I'm still here.
Right.
What can I do? Or
Yeah.
how can I be a light for other people?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a good reminder, and especially in this field. Appreciate the moments that we have, especially with each other, and
Exactly.
you know,
And support each
connecting.
other.
Yeah, 100%. So Eddie, I'll let you read yours.
Definitely. So mine says, a personal value that guides who I am at work.
Wow, that's deep.
Well, it depends on what kind of work. I mean, whenever it comes to Crimes and Geeks, something valuable that I had to learn myself is consistency. I had to learn how to be consistent, and I know what it's like to be inconsistent and not do something and not seeing any progress, and that's something that kills me every day. So thinking about being a consistent person
Sure.
thrives the person who I am.
Yeah.
And discipline, they go along. Discipline and consistency are always they're hand in hand.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
you need discipline to stay consistent in anything that you do.
Right.
Whether it's learning or creating a business, anything,
Yeah.
you have to be consistent.
Right.
So everybody that I see, like you or anybody that has a business and they stay consistent with it, they will see the fruits of it, and it's something I admire of people.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's actually something, reminds me of something that Gabby Walls Do Talk said to me early on, and she said, because I asked her, I'm like, how do you do this? Like, how do you do your day job and this podcast and all the other things? You know, you're a
Yeah.
mom, you have a family, and you know, and she told me, she was like, if something is important to you, if it means something to you, touch that thing every single day. Even if it's just 10 minutes, do something with it every single day, and that consistency over time, like you're talking about, is going to amount to so much. But yeah, it's having that like discipline to do that.
Yeah. And shout out to Gabby. I love her. She right now.
Gabby's amazing.
Yeah, she was one of the first ones that gave me an opportunity to like show my face to the world. She was you know, before her, I didn't show my face or who I was or my videos or anything like that. And she was the one that pushed me. She said, you need to show yourself. You need to show your personality. You have a whole personality.
Oh, yeah,
so I was
absolutely.
like, you know what? All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And now we get to see you, see Clarissa.
I've always been behind the scenes, but I'm also not a camera person.
Yeah,
but
I get that.
I love what I do. I love designing, graphic design, drawing, all of that, and I get to actually show everybody my work.
A little fun fact. So I was doing everything in Excel. Notebook, everything. I was doing everything in Excel, and it was horrible. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it myself. And I had that mentality of like, I could do.
Yeah.
I had the mentality of like, I could do it myself. Whatever. Let's just do it. And everything was horrible. And then I finally met her, and she was like, that sucks. We can make it better. We can make it better.
And I didn't even know
then
him,
I was like, okay, then if you could do it better, do something better. And in 5 minutes, she created the logo, and I was like, oh. Yeah, that's a lot better than what I have. And so she was like, yeah, so she started creating the notebook and everything. So I'm grateful to have her in my team.
That's amazing. You guys work so well together. Such a good like balance of, you know, the ideas, bringing the ideas to life, you know. And so maybe might drop a collab in the future, kind of tease that a little. But yeah,
keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Finer
Points Forensics
Yes,
and
/
Crime Scene Geeks. Yeah, maybe there will be a collab.
Yes.
So I'm excited about this,
Yes,
and I'm
so
so
am I.
excited to meet you guys in person and
Yes,
develop
us
this
too.
friendship and
Yes.
relationship. So I'm so glad, and thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
taking the time to do this.
No, thank you. Thank you for your time.
It's
Oh,
only
thank
the
you.
beginning. It's only
Yeah.
the beginning. We
Definitely.
know that we're going to keep growing together as friends, as professionals too.
Absolutely, and it's just gonna keep going up, up, up from here. So that was a K-pop Demon Hunters reference, because you know I'm kind of obsessed right now. Whoop, whoop. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I know you have to wrap up for the vendor hall. So again, thank you very much. Thank you for your service, and both of you, thank you for your continued service in the field and what you do, and then producing this, because this is also not easy, because you know, you have a whole day job, and then this is a whole nother job. I totally get that. But thank you again. Thank you again for, you know, just this is awesome.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another interview, another video. There's still going to be a lot more from IAI. There's still a couple more days left, but I'll drop their information down below, tag them in the post and everything, so you can go check out all their socials, check out all the merch, because it is freaking dope. Yeah, check it out. Pick up some of these pocket guides, or eventually the geek sheet. It's awesome, and the artwork is amazing. She is amazing. So I will see you guys later, and have a great rest of your day.
As
Bye.
always,
Stay focused.
stay organized.
Stay geeked.
Yes.